Good morning and welcome to Mat Pilates. My name is Carly Larson with the Yes Lifestyle. We are doing a stretching session today, so I hope you all enjoy it. We're going to start standing as normal behind your mat. All right, we're going to just start with some breathing. So one hand on your chest, one hand on your abdomen. Feet can be hips width or slightly wider than hips width apart. Let's take a nice big inhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. Nice big inhale and exhale. One more time. Nice big inhale, just feeling your breath and where it's coming from. Filling your lungs, and then exhale, blowing all that air out. Good. Let's bring your hands to your ribs, wrapping your thumbs around. And let's do some lateral rib breathing. So nice big inhale. Sanding the ribs to the side, and then exhale. Funneling those ribs down and in. Again, nice big inhale. And exhale through the mouth, funneling the ribs down and in. One more time, nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, funneling those ribs down and in. Nicely done. We're going to a side lunge, stepping off to your right side, stretching over that right leg. You should feel a nice stretch to the inner left thigh, breathing into that. And then we're going to stand it back up, take that right leg, cross it over in front of your left leg, stretch up and over. It's a side bend. Keep both heels anchored. Get a nice side stretch. Try to keep your shoulders square with me, hips square with me as much as you can. And then we're going to go into that stretch again. Nice side lunge. In that nice inner thigh stretch. Breathing into that. Stepping it up. Cross that foot in front of the other one. Keep those heels anchored down. Side stretch. Feeling that through the hips, to the side of the body. Again, side lunge, reaching over that right leg, inner thigh stretch, especially on that left side. And then come up, crossing it over, anchoring down, side bend. Okay, let's do 5 more. Here's 5. Nice inner thigh stretch. And over. 4 more. Nice side stretch. And over. Good. 3 more times. Inner thigh stretch. And over. Hopefully you feel your muscles loosening up a little bit. Releasing a little bit. Last one. Inner thigh stretch. Breathing into that. And then up and over. Good. Let's go to the other side. Stepping that left leg out. Take that inner thigh stretch. Breathing into that. Pressing it up. Cross that leg in front of the other. Anchor those heels down. And then stretch away, up and over that left side. Okay, coming back down. Nice side lunge, inner thigh stretch. And stepping over, stretching, bending away, lengthening to that right side of your body. Again, lunging out and coming back. And lunging out to the side and coming back. 4 more times. Nice side lunge. And up. Good. 3 more times. Nice side lunge. Inner thigh stretch. Keep those heels anchored as you bend away, up and over. Good. 2 more. And over. Last one. Nice inner thigh stretch. And up and over. Nice side bend. Good. Let's do a little rotating side to side. Let your arms arms. Use the momentum and the weight of your arms to help loosen up the back and get a nice rotation. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to step it out wide, wider than your hips. Nice wide squat, pressing down into that. So just holding here. You should feel this in your inner thighs. I'm pressing my hand not on the kneecap, but above the knee. Pressing into my legs, deepening that stretch. I'm going to take my right shoulder, pull it down away from my ear, pressing forward, pressing into that inner right thigh, getting a deeper stretch there. And I'm going to look over my left shoulder towards the wall behind me to get a nice rotation in with that inner thigh plus low back stretching. Coming back to center. Drop that left shoulder down. My arm is straight. I'm just pressing into that inner thigh, looking over that right shoulder towards the wall behind me, feeling a nice deep stretch to the inner left thigh. Nice low back stretch. Coming back to center, drop that right shoulder down and rotate. Good. Coming back to center, drop that left shoulder down and rotate. Breathing into that stretch. Inhale through center forming. Exhale as you drop that right shoulder down and rotate. They're bringing the air out of your lungs. Go one more time. Inhale through center. Exhale as you drop that right shoulder down and rotate. Excuse me, left shoulder and rotate. Good. Coming back to center. We're going to turn and rotate to your right side. Go ahead and bring it down. Hands on either side of your foot. Drive that heel back behind you. We are in low lunge. Your knee is pressing forward. Your heel is pressing back. Breathing into that. Nice big inhale and exhale here. Nice big inhale and exhale. Then bring your hands up onto your thigh. Coming up nice and tall. We're going to lengthen the arms up overhead. Breathing into this. You want to step that back foot in, you can. Find where it's comfortable. Keep that front knee bent. Keep reaching up overhead. You're going to have arms apart. I like to hold my hands together. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, open the arms out to the side. Rotate towards me. Take your back foot toes towards me. Shoulders are down, lengthening through the hands. Breathing into this. Nice big inhale and exhale, really reaching through those fingertips. Straighten that front leg. We're going to shift forward. Bring palms towards me, back of your hand to the inside of your ankle. Now you can hold on to your shin if you need to. But if you can, fingertips down, back of the palm towards your ankle. Other hand reaching towards the ceiling and look up towards your hand if you can. Think of pressing your hips forward, pulling your shoulders back. Try to visualize your body as if it was between two panes of glass. So your hips, your shoulders, your feet, everything is in alignment. One single plane of space. Nice big inhale and exhale. Go ahead and bring that hand down. And then we're going to go ahead and go from here, drop it down. We're going into pigeons. So you're going to turn your leg out. So it's a stretch, especially in the hip flexor, and then in the inside of that front leg. If you are challenged, bring your heel closer to your groin, and then you try to roll the hips square with the ground. If you want it more of a challenge, and it's not challenging you enough, move that heel out away from your groin more, and that's going to deepen that stretch for you. Breathing into that. You should be feeling it mostly, or likely in both legs. Nice big inhales and exhales. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathing into that stretch wherever you're comfortable with it. Good. Let's go ahead and come up back onto your hands. Get that foot out in front of you. Come back up onto both feet and walk over to the other side. We're going to bend that front knee, drive that back heel out behind you. We are in low lunge again. Driving that knee forward, driving that heel back, breathing into that. Nice big inhales and exhales. Yeah, nice big inhale. Exhale. You're gonna bring those hands up onto your thigh, coming up tall. If you wanna step that foot in a little bit, you can. Find your balance and then bring those arms up overhead. Breathing into that stretch. You can reach the hands straight up towards the ceiling. I like to hold my palms, reaching my hands up, pulling those shoulder blades down. Breathing into that stretch. Nice big inhale and exhale. Good. Separating the arms straight out to the side, rotating towards me. Rotate that back foot, toes towards me. Reaching long, shoulders are down, lengthening through those hands, really reaching out. Feel the power, feel the strength of that position. As you breathe into that and feel your body reaching and stretching and lengthening. Nice big inhales and exhales. Straighten that front leg, palms towards me. We're going to bring it down. If you can, bring the hand to the shin if you need to, but back of the palm towards the ankle, fingertips towards the floor is the goal, and looking up towards the top hand. Pressing the hips forward, pulling the shoulders back. Breathing. Trying to keep your body in line as if it's between two panes of glass, one in front of you and one behind you. Keep it all in alignment. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and bring that hand down. And then we're going to drop down again. We're going to have that leg go straight behind you. This leg is going to bend at a 90 degrees of the knee. It's easier if you need it to have the heel closer to your groin. You want more of a challenge, push that heel out away from your body. And then you're trying to rotate this hip forward so the hips are square with your mat to get that nice stretch. Breathing into that. Nice big inhales and exhales here. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Inhale and exhale. Feeling those muscles relax and release with your breath. And one more nice big inhale and exhale. Go ahead and release that stretch. Rotate towards me. We're going to come into sitting crisscross. And we're going to do a seated flexion and extension. Now you can have your feet out wide if you want, or you can sit with your ankles crossed, wherever you're comfortable. And we're gonna do hands on your knees, on the front of the knees. You're gonna pull into your hands, tailbone sticks out behind you towards the wall behind you, shoulders back and down, press the bottom of your ribs forward, arching the back, as if you're trying to bring your ribs forward, tailbone up, shoulders back, like a upright back bend, right? Arching back. Inhale here, exhale, scoop the belly button spine. Think of hanging from the front of your knees, scooping back. Inhale, extending forward. Exhale, scooping, rounding back, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, extending, reaching forward. Exhale, scooping around and back. Again, inhale, extending forward, chest up wide across the front of the shoulder girdle, but shoulders down. Exhale, scooping and rounding back. Good, come back to center and shift to your right side and shift to your left side. Right, side bending and left. Right and left. Good, come forward again, extending shoulders down, tailbone up, and then shift over to your right. Scooping round to the back and shift over to your left. Extend forward, and we're gonna reverse. Scoop to the right, scoop rounding to the back, left, now to the right, and extend forward. Reverse, go right, scoop back, left, and forward, reverse left, scoop back, right, and forward. We're going to go to full circle all the way around, nice and fluid, hitting all the points. You just scoop and try to fluidly circle, tuck around, side and extend. Again, going to the right, rounding back, scooping, tucking the tail under, bending to the side, extending forward. One more time, rounding to the side, scooping, tucking the tailbone under to the back, rounding to the other side and extending forward. Reverse, we're going to go to the left, rounding to the side, scooping, tucking back, rounding, and then forward, still going left, scooping back, right, and forward. Really feel that pelvis move. Scoop back, right, and forward. Good again, scoop and round back. Inhale and extend. Scoop and round back. Inhale and extend. And come back, sitting nice and upright. Feel that torso propped right on top of those hips, lengthening through the crown of the head. And just take a few nice deep breaths here. Nice big inhale. And exhale, sitting tall. Again, nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale. Well done. Let's swing those legs off to your right side. So one shin in line with the side of your mat, the other in line with the short end of your mat. And our feet are both off kind of a 90-90 of the legs that direction. Arms out, lengthening, shoulders pulling down. We're going to bring your left hand down. Keep your right hip anchored as you stretch up and over. It's a side bend. Good. Inhale up, arms out. Let's go the other way. Again, inhale up, sitting tall, arms out, shoulders down. Bring that left hand down, stretching up and over, keeping that right hip nice and anchored. Again, inhale up, shoulders down. We go the other way. Again, inhaling up, arms out, shoulders down. Keep that right hip anchored as you stretch up and away. You're bending through the side of the body, keeping both sits bones down. Inhale here, exhale, rotate that right shoulder forward. Both hands come onto your mat. Breathing into that. From here, you can either hold this position or you can reach over or under your other arm, reaching towards the wall behind you, deepening that rotation. Still trying to pull this hip back and down. Again, nice rotation to the spine. Nice big inhale and exhale. Go ahead and unwind and coming back up. Let's switch the direction of our feet. Sending those legs off the other way. Again, one's in line with the long end, one's in line with the short end of your mat. We're going to keep this left hip anchored down. In our first move, reach out long, shoulders down. Breathing into that nice big inhale. Exhale, stretch up and over. Anchor that hip down. Sink it into your mat as you stretch up and away. Again, inhale up, arms out, shoulders down. And going the other side. Good. Inhale up, arms out, shoulders down, reaching. Keep that left hip down as you stretch up and away from it. And that nice side bend. Probably feeling it even maybe in your hips and pelvis and your legs. Stretching up, arms out, shoulders down, other direction. Good. Inhale up, arms out, shoulders down, lengthening. Keep that left hip down as you stretch up and over. Hold it there. Reach that hand, anchor that hip down. Nice big inhale. Exhale, drop that shoulder forward. Both hands come onto your mat. Keeping that hip, continually pulling back and down, trying to anchor it. And then you can either deepen it by reaching over or under the other hand towards the wall behind you. Still trying to anchor that left hip back and down even as you reach the opposite direction. Nice big inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and unwind. Good, we're going to come onto our knees. We're going to actually come onto all fours on your hands and knees. Make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders, knees are directly under your hips, which also means you should have at least a fist or two fists width of space between your knees. Make sure you're pressing your weight into the entire palm of your hand and every pad of each finger. not just in the wrist. From here, let's do a couple of arching curls. Scooping, rounding up, eyes look towards your thighs. Inhale, extend, tailbone up, eyes and heart forward. Exhale, scooping, tucking the tail under, eyes look towards your thighs, pulling belly button to spine. Inhale, extend, tailbone up, eyes and heart forward. Again, exhale, scoop, rounding. Inhale, extend, tailbone up, eyes and heart forward. And one more time, scoop, rounding that back up as high as you can. Really scooping the belly button in, eyes towards your thighs, and then extend, tailbone up, shoulders down, eyes and heart forward. And let's come back to neutral. Here from a neutral spine, we're going to go into our hollowing. So remember, with our hollowing, we're using the transverse abdominals to scoop the belly button in towards the spine. We're going to keep a flat back. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, scoop the belly button in towards the spine, hollowing away from the floor, away from your mat. Again, inhale, relax and release the abdomen down. The back, the spine doesn't move. Exhale, scoop the belly button in. Think of a string on the back of the belly button, pulling it towards your spine. Scoop, 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 scoop as you blow the air out. And then inhale, relax and release it down. Again, exhale, scooping, pulling it in, pull, 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 scoop, 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 scoop. And inhale, relax and release it down. One more time, exhale, scooping in as deep as you can. Really pull it all in, deeper, 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 deeper. And then relax it down. Nice and then give me a couple arching curls again. Scooping and rounding it up. Inhale to extend. Two more. Exhale, scoop and round it up. Inhale to extend. One more. And extend. Okay, we're going to go into our tail wag move. Remember, both knees stay down. We're going to pick up that right foot. The knee stays down. It's a pivot point. And the leg is going to just fluidly swing side to side. We're going to cross it over your left shin. Look over your left shoulder towards your toes. Get a nice side bend. And then swing it out to the right side. Looking over your right shoulder. Again, going left, right, left, and right. You're focusing on that nice lateral side bend, looking over the shoulder at your toes, or looking over where you think you should be able to see your toes. If you can't see them, do your best to look in their general direction. Over the shoulder, side to side. Again, left, right, left, right. Two more, left, right, left, and right. Okay, go ahead and relax that foot down. Picking up your left foot now. Again, the knees down. We're going to swing that left foot over the right leg. Look over the right shoulder at your toes. And swing it out to the left side, looking over the left shoulder at your toes. I'm going from right to left. Right. Left, right, left, right, and left. Again, looking to the best of your ability over the shoulder at the toes or where you think you should be able to see the toes. 3 more times. Here's the right, left, right, left. Last one, looking right and left, back to neutral, and rest it down. Go ahead and sit back on your heels for a second. Give your wrist a little bit of a nice gentle roll. Maybe trace some ABCs with your hands. Just roll that out a little bit. Good. We're going to go into our hip circles. So coming back onto all fours, again, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, pressing into every pad of the finger and the palm. We're going to visualize there being a can of paint between your shins. And there's a paintbrush attached to your tailbone. We're going to, without shifting the thigh, dip that paintbrush down into the can of paint and bring it up and paint a small golf ball sized circle with that paintbrush. Visualize painting a golf ball on the wall behind you with your paintbrush. And we're going to go to a baseball sized circle, painting, scooping that around. And then we're going to go a couple more times and then do a basketball sized circle. Circling that around. Visualize that paint. Drawing that circle on the wall behind you. And then we're going to go to a beach ball size circle, so an even bigger circle. Painting that on the wall behind you. Circling that around. Using that paintbrush to make that shape. Now keep that beach ball size, but go the other direction. Reverse the direction of your circle. Keep painting with that paintbrush to keep a nice fluid shape. And now let's make a basketball size circle again, so getting a little bit smaller. Circling that around. Still in that same opposite direction. We're going to keep in that direction. And then make it a baseball size circle. So again, a little bit smaller, still going in that direction. Keep pressing into every pad of every finger of your hands. And now golf ball size circle, nice and small. Circling that around, visualize that paintbrush, painting that circle on the wall behind you. And then back to center. Give me an arch and curl. Scoop and extend. And sit back into child's pose. Reach those fingertips forward. Pull those shoulder blades back. Tuck the tailbone and sits bone under. Make this an active stretch. Breathing into that. Nice big inhales and exhales. Then again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, nice big inhale. And exhale. We're going to bring it onto our abdomens now, onto our stomachs and the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a quad stretch. So you can grab your right foot with your right hand, pull that heel towards your butt, open up through the front of that hip, reach that knee towards the wall behind you. Whatever you need to do to feel that stretch. Trying to feel that in the front of your right thigh, your quad muscles, breathing into that stretch. Nice big inhales and exhales here. Yeah, again, nice big inhale and exhale. Breathing into that, opening up the front of the hip. Reaching that knee back, feeling that quad stretch. And one more nice big inhale. And exhale, release that foot down. Go ahead and grab your right foot or ankle with your, left foot with your left hand. Pull that heel towards your glute. Again, open up the front of the hip, reach the knee towards the wall behind you. Sometimes just grabbing your leg creates a stretch, and that's all you can do. But if you're a little bit more limber, a little bit more flexible, focus on opening and lengthening that quad, that open hip and reaching that knee back as you draw that heel towards your butt muscles, towards your glutes. Breathing into that nice quad stretch. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Get a nice big inhale. And exhale. Breathing into that stretch, making it go a little deeper if you can. Get a last big inhale. And exhale, release that leg down. Coming onto your abdomen all the way down. Arms are at your side, elbows bent, hands by your shoulders. We're going to go into a mini swan. So your forearm and your elbow is going to stay on the mat. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, scoop the belly button to the spine and squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. Press into the palm and the forearm. Pull the shoulder blades down away from your ears. Keep scooping belly button spine as you press up. And then lower down. Good. Inhale, exhale, scoop belly button spine, glutes and hamstrings engaged. pressing into the entire forearm, pulling the shoulder blades down to extend up, keeping that neck in line with your spine. Don't lead with the chin. Keep the crown of the head lengthening as an extension of your spine and coming back down. Again, inhale, exhale, scoop belly button, spine, glutes and hamstrings engaged, pressing into the forearms to come up and back down. One more mini swan. Inhale, exhale, scoop belly button, spine, squeeze the glutes and hamstrings, pressing into the forearm, pulling the shoulder blades down to come up and lowering back down. We're going to go into a full swan now. So palms are on the mat, hands by the shoulders, but elbows are up at your side. Again, inhale and exhale, scoop belly button to spine, glutes and hamstrings engaged. Pull those shoulder blades down, press into the palms. We come up into full swan. Keep that neck in line with your spine. Keep that chin and head in line. Keep racing through the core, pulling those shoulder blades down. Take a nice inhale up here and an exhale. And we're going to lower back down onto the mat with control. Again, inhale and exhale, scoop the belly button, spine, engage the glutes and hamstrings, pressing into the palms to extend up, shoulder blades pulling down, 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 away from your ears, lengthening the ears away from the shoulders. Keep racing through that core. Take a nice big inhale and exhale here, and then lowering back down. Good. Again, inhale, exhale, scoop belly button, spine, glutes and hamstrings engaged, pressing into the palms, inhaling to come up, shoulder blades pulling down. Keep bracing as you take a nice big inhale and exhale. Lowering back down. One more time. Inhale, exhale, scoop belly button, spine, glutes and hamstrings on, pressing into those palms, shoulder blades pulling down to extend up as you brace through that core. Get up here, keep bracing. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Lowering back down. Good, go ahead and sit it back into a child's pose again. Bending back, making that active. Bringing your glutes to your heels, lengthening those fingertips forward, crawling forward, tuck that tailbone under, scoop those hip bones back, breathing into that. Nice big inhales and exhales. And then we're going to bring it up. We're going to do a little bit of rolling like a ball. So remember, for rolling like a ball, you need to keep the tailbone tucked under. So it's not just your back scooping and curving, but that curve goes all the way to the tail to keep your nice rounded posture so you can keep rolling and get back up. Hands are on your shins. You're going to inhale, exhale, scoop, tuck, roll back, pushing every vertebra into the mat and coming back up. We never roll onto the neck or head, just onto the shoulders. Scooping and bracing to roll back and up, back and up, back and up. As you come up, try to balance. Try not to have the feet hit down on the mat, but to stay up on the back of your sits bones. They're tucked under, so you're not right on top of them. You keep that scoop and that tuck. Eyes are towards your thighs. Do two more. Last one. Nicely done. Go ahead and bring your feet onto your mat. Slowly lower yourself down, your torso onto your mat. Arms are at your side. We're going to go into some bridging with your arms at your side. Inhale, on the exhale, scoop the belly button to the spine, tuck the tailbone, peel one vertebra at a time up off the mat, articulating as you bring those hips up in line with the knees and shoulders. Good, nice big inhale here. Exhale, scooping one vertebra at a time, slowly lowering back down onto the mat. Good, nice big inhale. Exhale, scoop, tuck the pelvis as you peel one vertebra at a time, low back, then mid back, then upper back, coming up, hips in line with the shoulders. Make sure you're staying broad across the shoulder girdle in the front. Shoulder blades are pulling down the back behind you. Ribs are in, they're not popping or flaring, they're down. Inhale here, little breath of air in. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, upper back, mid back coming down, low back coming down, then the top of the hips, then the glutes. Again, inhale, exhale, scoop, peeling up. Little breath of air in here, and articulate back down. Good. Inhale, exhale, scoop, tuck, rolling it up. Nice little breath of air in here. Articulate, rolling back down. Again, inhale, exhale, scoop, tuck, rolling it up. Get those hips up in line with the knees and shoulders. And back down. Inhale, exhale, scoop, tuck, rolling it up. And back down. One more time, we're going to roll up and hold it there. Inhale, exhale, scoop, tuck, roll up, hold it there. We're going to do our figure eight. So think of an infinity symbol on its right, on end. Your hips are going to trace the two sides of that symbol. So your right hip goes down, around, and up. Left hip down, around, and up. Right, left. Circling around, dipping down and up, going side to side. Down, around, and up. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, back to center and articulate down. One last time. Inhale, exhale, scoop, tuck, rolling it up. And then coming back down. Nicely done. We're going to go into our pelvic clock. Remember, an elongated clock we visualize. 6 o'clock being your pubic bone, 12 o'clock being the bottom of the sternum, the xiphoid process, where the ribs come together. Your hip bones are your 3 and 9 o'clock. So we're going to start with 6 and 12. So inhale, exhale, scoop, tuck, peel up, anchoring at 12. So my glutes have come up. My bottom low back is up, but I'm anchored right here. And then I articulate back down, low back hitting before the hips. And I'm going to tip the pelvis forward, extending the spine, anchoring at 6 o'clock. And then I'm going to scoop, tuck, and roll up, anchoring to 12. Rolling back down, extending, tipping the pelvis forward, anchoring at 6. Arching the spine. Exhale, scooping, rounding up to 12. And back out to 6. 12 to 6. And 12 to 6. Come back to neutral. We're going to anchor that left hip down. Think of your hips just teeter-tottering. One's picking up, one's going down. And the knees, though, the legs are going to stay forward. They're not going to tip. So as my left hip goes down, I'm going to lengthen my right knee forward to keep the legs parallel. And then switch, right hip down. Left to right. Left to right. Left, right, left, and right. Come back to center. Let's inhale, exhale, scoop, roll up to 12. Drop the right hip down. Tip out to 6. Bring the left hip down, back up to 12. Reverse, left hip down. Extend to 6. Right hip down, up to 12. Reverse, right hip down. Extend to 6, left hip down, up to 12, and back, left hip down, extend to 6, right hip down, and 12. Now we're going to hit every number on the clock. Focus on going all the way around to your right. So here's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Try and get a nice glute circle, reverse. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. Again, reverse. Going to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and back to left. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. All the way fluid down and around to the right. Again, down and around to the right as fluid as you can. And reverse. Down and around to the left. One more time. Down and around to the left. And reverse. Good. Hug your knees into your chest and rock your hips outside to side. Okay, we're going to roll over onto your side, actually, keeping the knees bent. Hips, knees, and shoulders are stacked. Arms are stacked palm on palm. We're doing a stretch called telescope arms. If you need, you are allowed to put a pillow under your head for this if that's more comfortable for you. We're going to take your top arm. You're going to protract it, reach it beyond the bottom arm, and then retract it, drawing it in, tracing it along the bottom arm. My legs stay stacked, but my shoulders open, tracing that along the shoulder girdle and opening up towards the wall behind me. And I attempt to look back at my hand. Again, drawing it in, bringing it to the shoulder first, across the shoulder girdle, across the bottom arm, stacked, and then I protract, reach beyond that bottom hand, moving from the scapula, drawing it back, retracting, and opening up. Again, tracing that hand, drawing it back into the shoulder, tracing along the shoulder girdle, along the other arm. Protract, reaching beyond that hand, retracting from the scapula, from the shoulder blade, and opening it up. Breathing into that nice stretch, and then bringing it back. Again, we're going to go from here to our pinwheel arms. So keeping the hands stacked, your goal is to keep the fingers as close to the ground as you can as you circle it up overhead. When you get overhead, rotate that palm open towards the ceiling, opening up the shoulder, and try to keep tracing that semicircle out behind you, out to letter T. Again, coming back up. If your fingers aren't touching the ground, that's okay. Just keep them as close as you comfortably can. As you get overhead, rotate that palm back to the ground. Shoulders come back to being stacked here. And we trace those fingertips all the way down to the other hand. Again, shoulders start stacked. We start to open up the shoulder girdle as we come overhead and rotate that palm up towards the ceiling, trying to look at the hand as we trace towards the wall behind us. Out to letter T, and then coming back up. Shoulders come back to stack, palm rotates down, back onto the other hand. Again, tracing up and over, palm up, shoulders opening, torso opening up towards the ceiling, reaching out behind you to your side, and then coming back up overhead, rotating back to the other palm. Good. We're going to come up and we're going to swing our legs off to the other side. Same thing, other side. From here, palm on palm, we're going to do our telescope arms. We protract, reach beyond that bottom hand, and then retract from the shoulder blade, drawing it back, across the hand, across the shoulder girdle, and opening up towards the wall behind you, eyes following that hand. Drawing that arm back in, across the shoulder girdle. We're going to protract, reach beyond that bottom hand, retract, drawing it in, tracing across the front of the shoulder girdle, and opening up towards the wall behind you. Again, curling it back in, across that shoulder girdle, protracting, reaching beyond that bottom hand, and retracting, drawing it back in, and opening it up. Good, bringing it back. We're going to go into our pinwheel arms. So again, everything starts stacked, and we trace those fingers, keeping them as close to the ground as we can, up overhead, opening up the shoulder girdle, rotating palm up towards the ceiling, circling around behind us. Keep those fingers as close to the ground as you comfortably can. And then bringing them back up as you come up overhead. We rotate those fingertips back towards the ground and come forward. Getting and rotating up and circling back. Looking at that hand behind you and then bringing it back up and down. Let's do one more here. Tracing those fingertips along the ground, palm up, circling back behind you. And then bringing it back up. Palm rotates forward as you bring it back. Good. We're going to do one more stretch on the side, and we'll do it again on the other side. Kind of think of an open book. So keeping the shoulders, hips, and everything stacked. Inhale, bringing that hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you rotate back behind you. Try to keep the hips stacked as you open up just from the shoulders. Breathing into that. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that arm up and forward. Good. So again, we're trying to keep the hips stacked here. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, keeping the hips stacked as you try to bring that hand all the way to the mat or the floor behind you. Eyes looking towards that hand. Inhale, exhale, bringing it up and forward. One more time, nice big inhale, opening up. Exhale as you go back, trying to keep the legs, the hips, everything stacked. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, bringing it back up and forward. Good, let's go up and go to the other side and do that third stretch again on the other side. Again, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles are stacked. We're gonna inhale up, keep the hips stacked as you exhale and rotate open behind you. Nice big inhale and exhale here. And then inhale, exhale, bringing it up and back forward. Good again. Inhale up, keep the hips stacked as you exhale and open up, reaching behind you. Take a nice big inhale and exhale here. And then inhale, exhale, bringing it up and forward. One more time. Nice big inhale up, keep the hips stacked as you exhale. Opening the shoulders up towards the back. Breathing into that nice big inhale and exhale here. And then inhale and exhale as you bring that hand forward. Nicely done. Roll onto your back for me. Coming onto your back, we're going to do our angels in the snow. So what's going to happen is one hand's going to come down to your hips, and the other hand's going to come up to the side of your top of your head. And then you're going to switch and go the other way. Now we're going to add a movement of the head in with this. You're going to look at the arm that's up next to you. So as this arm comes down and the other arm comes up, I rotate to look at the arm as it gets there. Again, rotating, looking towards the arm that's up by my head. Switching, looking towards the other arm that's up by my head. Again, rotating towards you as this arm comes up. I'm going to add the legs. The legs rotate away from the direction I'm looking. So then as I rotate and look away from you, my knees drop towards you. So as you switch and your hand closest to me comes up, your knees are going away from me. Switching again, the other hand comes up, you're looking towards it, and your knees come towards me as you look away. Going side to side. Should be a nice rotation from the base of your head all the way down to your tail. Rotating side to side. Should feel fluid. Should feel like it's opening and loosening things up. Side to side. Just breathing naturally and comfortably as you go side to side. Good. Here's 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Then roll back onto your side. We're going to press up. We're going to come to a low squat position with your feet under your hips, hands on either side of your knees. Go ahead and lengthen your legs up towards the ceiling, breathing into that stretch. Nice big inhale and exhale here, and let your head, neck, and shoulders fall into that stretch. Well, yes, no nod of the head can help release any tension in the head, neck, and shoulders. And then taking your hands, circle the arms around, releasing the shoulders. Letting your head hang into the stretch, reverse the direction of the circling of the arms. And just let your head hang to that stretch. Setting the hands now. Think of trying to bring your ribs closer to your thighs as you exhale into that stretch. A nice big inhale. Exhale, deepening the stretch if you can, or just doing your best to hold where you can feel it, but not force it. One more nice big inhale and exhale. Scoop the belly button towards your spine. Keep scooping and slowly roll up, stacking the low back. Keep scooping. Low back stacking, middle back stacking, upper back stacking. Shoulders come up, neck comes up, ears over shoulders. Let's take a nice big inhale up and exhaling down. Again, nice big inhale up and exhale down. One more time. Nice big inhale and exhale. Great work, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. You all did an awesome job. Again, my name is Kari Larson with the Yes Lifestyle. Happy to have the opportunity to stretch with you this morning. Hope you all have a great day.